Tonight on Prime. A security breach in CENTCOM compromises the safety of the UNR Army's 1st Battalion. The UNR officially extends a division of the armed forces onto Grand Theft Auto 5. And we have an update with the UNR's relations with the United Hyperion Republic. Welcome to UNR Prime. Thank you for joining us on our second episode of UNR Prime. I'm iSpartan Films. Sensitive data from CENTCOM was released late Tuesday afternoon on December 31st, 2014 from unauthorized UNR personnel. President Ling Killer became aware of this data leakage at approximately 9:40 p.m. Central Time and immediately contacted the head of UNR Central Command. All CENTCOM accounts were temporarily suspended pending an investigation into the leak. Within the hour, the investigation on the panel came to a close. It was concluded that a disgruntled corporal in the UNR Army, that lazy zealot, had been responsible for the data leakage. Using CENTCOM's logs and analysis of the leaked information, the UNR narrowed down their suspects. Due to the join dates of some of the users, the time frame in which this data leakage was known. From that point on, it was only a matter of comparing the logs from all of the users that had logged in that day. Because of the way CENTCOM renders on different devices, the investigation committee knew they were looking for a home connection and that data was not leaked through a mobile phone. Thus, all suspects were eliminated, except one, that lazy zealot. Zealot claims that his intents were not malicious and that he was only contacted by the leader of the UAF, Fallen 01C, with an inquiry into CENTCOM. He says that Fallen was curious as to what Central Command was exactly, and so Zealot sent him some information on his attachment. The UAF is currently an ally of the UNR, and Fallen himself denies any involvement with the incident. While the alliance is temporarily suspended, the investigation committee found UAF innocent of any involvement, and thus the alliance has been reinstated. Now, as a quick side note, every member of the UNR agrees to a terms of use upon joining, and CENTCOM's terms explicitly state that the sharing of UNR data with non-UNR personnel is not permitted. Zealot broke that rule when he released the information. As a result of this incident, the UNR will be blacklisting Zealot indefinitely, and we suggest that every clan deny enlistment to that lazy Zealot, as he's proven to be an untrustworthy and unpredictable asset. Our next story tonight, the UNR military has initiated plans to establish a division on Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox One. The UNR is not moving entirely off the Halo series. However, given the current unplayable state of the Master Chief Collection, the UNR had to consider other communities. Should Halo 5 follow in the footsteps of MCC's quality, then the UNR will be greatly decreasing its involvement in the Halo community until we move off the game permanently. We hope that 343 learns from their mistakes and improves the franchise as quickly as possible. Here's what's next on UNR Prime. We have a major breakthrough in the development of UNR Central Command to tell you about. That's next when we come back. Welcome back to UNR Prime. UNR Central Command has received a major update allowing it to communicate with Xbox Live. Here to take a look at the details of these new features and to explain what they bring to CENTCOM is Seth, the head of UNR's web development team.
Thanks, Spartan. As you mentioned, we're proud to announce that Xbox Live has been successfully integrated into our system. All the possible applications for this are endless. One major feature this breakthrough has made possible is the ability to send automated messages through the Xbox Live system we all know and love. So now, all CENTCOM notifications are not only sent through the panel itself, but are also sent via the Xbox Live messaging system. Members will receive a message from an official UNR CENTCOM account with the sender of the notification and the contents of the message. If the content is too long, members will receive a snippet of the original message and be asked to visit CENTCOM for more details. With this new system, clan officers can be sure their reports and orders are reaching their soldiers, and will no longer have restrictions on message length. Messages sent by users isn't the only thing CENTCOM is capable of doing with this new innovation. Central Command can send messages on its own without human interference, notifying members, officers, and even the President himself of important events on the panel. For example, CENTCOM checks everyone's tour status once a day, every day. If your tour is nearing completion, the panel will remind you through Xbox Live. But we're just getting started. Sending messages is nice, but the really amazing stuff is yet to be announced. Not only can the panel send messages, it can also receive messages. CENTCOM will check all of its accounts' messages once a day, every day. And if it receives a message from an authorized UNR member, it will act on that message depending on the command. Our system currently accepts two inputs, renew and reset. Sending renew to any of Syncom's accounts will renew the sender's tour for another 30 days, provided he is at least within a week of his current tour expiring. Sending reset to any of Syncom's accounts will reset the sender's password and send him a new, temporary one over Xbox Live. As the need for more commands becomes apparent, we will add more where we see fit. Finally, this adds an extra layer of security to Syncom. We're able to validate the existence of gamertags on Xbox Live. We validate them once a day, every day. If a gamertag is found to no longer exist, notifications are sent out to the appropriate officials so that this may be amended in the system before something bad happens. This is also used to validate gamertag changes on the panel and to validate new recruits' gamertags upon sign-up. From overseeing the UNR's web dev team, I can tell you that we're working very hard to improve Central Command's features every single day. I'll let you know as soon as we have more updates in the future. Back to you.
In other news, the UNR has rekindled its past alliance with our longtime friends, the United Hyperion Republic. Several months after the incident between the UNR and the Triumvirate, UNR Achilles contacted President Lingling in the hopes of working together to prevent mistakes made in the past. We're very glad to welcome back one of our oldest friends and are excited to work together again in making this community a better place. Thanks for joining us on this edition of UNR Prime. Please show your support for this series by liking and sharing this video. And remember to subscribe to the UNR Network to stay up to date on all of our new media projects. We're currently working very hard on a few new series, so make sure you don't miss out. I'm iSpartan Films, and from all of us here at the UNR, have a great night.